Yo, yo. What's good with you, brother?
Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're
And we
made
up
of.
again in the next league.
Things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown
Smoke,
at this point in the
smoke.
season.
All right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Real hot. Real hot.
The Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in a bunch formation. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll put, breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
Oh, my God.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to
Way to
be.
block the first field goal of the season.
And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Henderson. Got enough for the first. Out
Oh, yeah.
36-yard
Keep him up like that, fellas.
10 on that one. There's a rich tradition
I
of
take
running
that.
the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown, they love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of
Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Tigers, once back up in the shadow of their own goal post, have put quite a drive together.
It's good, right?
They march to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Simmons. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
Good hand, boy. Good hand, boy. Needed that, Marcel.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job.
Malachi got one more chance. But that was egregious, Malachi. Yeah.
To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's ball. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go. Ready, go. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was full forward after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and having a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield is Simmons. Caught behind the line. It's Braswell. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on 1st down.
Oh, good stuff. God, you slow niggas. Good stuff, good stuff.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Appalachian State has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want.
Nah.
And this team, as they start this season,
I got one playbook, man.
of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was
got
a lack
one
of
playbook, Brody.
part of the coaches.
Yeah.
I think they believe
I done tried all these other playbooks and just it ain't got what I want, man. So I just stick one playbook.
So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, I ain't really got the lab in me, man. I can say that.
Pocket breaking down.
Oh, way to get that off, boy.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. He was looking to get the ball
Yeah, we're gonna make that one work. We'll make the hot routes and all of that as needed. But yeah, like you said, yeah.
You see that pressure, and and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
That good, Bishop? All right, bye.
Wants to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the
stuff,
pocket.
my
Nobody's
boy.
open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the run, it's Robinson. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Steps away. Caught near the sticks, it's Robinson. He steps out of bounds, and it will be enough for a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Robinson. He'll run out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I like that, Fresh. I like that.
The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Let's just do that.
Plenty of time
I believe in you, boys.
here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Under fire.
Believe in you, boys.
The quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back in this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Punts it out of the air. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest games of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Fires to the right.
Ooh!
You might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were
Good
trying to
hit, good hit,
sneak
good
him out of
hit.
the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. On target. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
It is so good for an
3,
offense
4,
early in
baby.
the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to throw. It's Nelson. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red
Should have
zone
been a pick.
chance.
Should have been a pick.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to
dang, Perry Thompson
throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage.
Let's go. The open field tackle, boy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Under fire. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too. At halftime, maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Watkins.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage. He's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Easy, my boy.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Max going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 21 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move, it's Henderson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Snagged in the middle, it's Henderson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game.
That's a pick, man. We all there.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not
We
just
there.
that, a couple completions back
Come
to back to
on.
back. Almost throws a pick.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Yo, that's a heck of a pass, boy.
And he's knocked down immediately.
Oh, my
Not
gosh.
before he moves the chain.
He zipped that in there, boy.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and
Oh.
receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not
That's timing
telegraphing
right
the
there.
throw, and the receiver does
If
a
you was
nice
labbing,
job
you wouldn't have the
finding a
time for
solid
that.
spot
You
in
wouldn't
the
have known
defense,
that.
just
Oh,
settling down,
that was beautiful.
giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
That was beautiful. Like,
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout.
there we go. There we go.
Pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I threw it to the wrong person.
It's really hard.
When my running back ran back to me, that made me panic because that ain't who I was trying to get to run back.
Starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body.
Come on
Going to
now.
the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
From the gun, give on the inside. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. Get open. You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the
Good
big
stuff.
tight end. He's got an
Good
open man.
stuff.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Slams it ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3
Yeah,
yards.
Layton.
On the play.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I remember that play from last time. That boy was wide open last time. Can't have that, fellas. Good stuff.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. On the run, it's Braswell. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and on third and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football, or do I need to throw this thing?
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Going for 6. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
How did they lose him?
You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone, and what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh!
And a dangerous pass there. Almost pick in the end zone.
That would have been crazy.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Yep.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Early movement.
They'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Barney. And they're able to get him down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, they give it to the back.
Did I really?
Did I really?
Did I really?
As soon as he got it.
Oh my God.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on
third.
East-West.
First and 10.
East-West playmaker. Just thinking about red shirting him, actually. But not after this. I like the guy.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
I like the guy.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Got us a nice little trio of running backs over here. I like now. So.
Staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
Let's go. Let's go, boy.
They find their way to the 36.
Run, Malachi.
This offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Oh.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to do. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make it to the right guy. So going on.
He did.
Saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Good stuff, Malachi. Right off your lineman back. Don't give him a chance.
To throw, it's Nelson.
Oh, I missed the window.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Overton. And tackled there by the defense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Wants to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ruckton. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on fourth down from the 17. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grab behind the line. It's Braswell. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came
He whining at the door.
Despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Oh, to let us know.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Braswell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
The give to the tailback. That one could really put this drive into high gear.
GG's, Brody.
They have a 1st down at the 37. Because you have to be impressed best on this stage, running the football, proving worthy of that lofty ranking, and holding off a challenger that wanted to knock them down a couple of pegs.
They're the higher-ranked team coming into this one, I think in large part because of the fact people know they're physical. They take pride up front, David, in pushing guys around, handing the football off, and running it down your throat.
It just makes the game easy. When you've got that physicality, it makes everything else fall into place very easy. I know I can run the football. It's who they are. It's why they're a top 5 team.